Majority of the plants produce seeds. Then, why do you need grafting? To answer this question, let us understand the problems of seedlings first. The male part of the plant, pollen, unites with the female part, ovule, to form seed. Due to recombination of genes, the next generation plant differs in its character than its mother plant. This variation is more evident in case of cross-pollination. Hence, the seedlings from a sweet mango tree may give sour fruit. Best jackfruit may become useless in next generation. Of course, this is the reason for the varietal diversity in nature. But in commercial horticulture, we need plants with similar characters for good quality and yield. Here the grafting techniques help us a lot. Seedlings take a long time to bear fruit, but the grafted plants can give fruit after 2 to 3 years. Grafting technique is used to escape from certain diseases in some crops. For example, grafting pepper on wild pipili is popular to avoid wilt disease. A wild type of grape called dogridge can withstand drought and avoid absorption of poisonous elements. Grafting commercial varieties on this dogridge brought a revolution in grape production. Many ornamental plants do not produce seeds. At the same time, they do not root easily from stem cuttings. For the multiplication of such plants, grafting technique is inevitable. Grafting is helpful to produce composite plants with many varieties and for the rejuvenation of old trees. Grafting means uniting two plants of the same species. Shoot of a required variety plant is grafted on a seedling with a stout root system. Normally, two different species will not unite. Even then, interspecific combination is possible in citrus, sapota, grape, and in a few more plant species. Grafting is restricted only to dicot plants. It is not possible in monocot plants like areca nut and coconut. Graft plant is dwarf by nature since it is from a lateral shoot. It spreads wider than its height. This helps for pruning, spraying, harvesting, and for other cultural operations. There are a few problems too with grafted plants. Some grafts fail to grow into a tree, affecting the yield. In nutmeg and kokum, only the shoots growing upward are used for grafting to get good trees from graft plants. In most of the species, the graft plant will not grow into a huge tree. Hence, they are not useful for timber purpose. Sometimes, approach graft plants get damaged by heavy wind. Air-layered plants without taproot system cannot tolerate drought. Depending on the root stock, you may find a slight variation in the quality of the fruit of the grafted plant. Due to incompatibility between rootstock and scion, the graft may fail to grow properly even after the success of grafting. Few viral and bacterial diseases are transmitted through graft plants in lime and pomegranate. Even then, the grafted plants play a vital role in commercial horticulture. High temperature and high humidity are necessary for the success of grafting. Hence, winter and heavy rain season are not ideal for grafting. Natural climate of the seacoast is the best for the purpose. Hence, most of the commercial nurseries erect polyhouses for grafting. But in medium rainfall areas, shade house is enough for this purpose since the temperature and humidity remain ideal in the rainy season. Graft plant has two parts. Lower portion is from the seedling and is called rootstock. Upper portion is from the mother plant and is called scion. Rootstock should be a sturdy, disease-free seedling with a strong tap root system. For mango grafts, Bigger mango stones of wild variety are sown in beds. These produce stout seedlings. Stone of pulp variety and the matured stones from pickle industry are also acceptable. Champaka and rayon seeds are sown in pots of polybags to produce rootstocks. Scion should be a matured stem from fresh growth of the mother plant. It should have a dormant, bulged vegetative apical bud. Scion should be free from diseases and insects like stem borer. It is better to cut off the leaves of the scion on the mother plant itself 4 days before separation. Do not pluck the leaves, but cut it off, retaining the stalk of the leaf on the stem itself. Use only the fresh scion for grafting. However, it can be stored in a wet gunny bag for 2 days. The principle of grafting is same in all the methods. 2 stems will join if the cambium cell layers of both stems are tied together after giving level cuts. In one more method, roots are induced on the stem to get an independent plant. Many methods of grafting are in practice based on this basic principle.